Dear students, in this video you will learn about swing equation of synchronous motion. Swing equation is represents based on the relative motion between rotor and stator. So load is increases, the rotation of the rotor will decrease, but in synchronous motor the rotation of the synchronous machine should be constant. Even though load increases, the rotor is not reduce the speed. How it is possible? By increasing the load angle, by adjusting the load angle, we can keep the rotor speed constant. The load angle or torque angle delta. So load angle or torque angle we are representing with delta. It depends upon the loading of the machine. Large loading and the large is the value of the torque angle. Loading is more, then the delta will be more. If the some loads is added or removed from the shaft, the synchronous motion, the rotor will decelerate or accelerate respectively. With respect to the synchronous rotating stator field and a relative motion begins. It is said that rotor swings with respect to the stator field. The equation describes the relative motion of the rotor or load angle delta with respect to the stator field as a function of time. So delta is load angle. So swing equation is represents the rotor swings with respect to the stator field. The equation is describe relative motion of the rotor with respect to the stator field as a function of time is called swing equation. So swing equation we are deriving relative motion between rotor and stator as a function of time. So here we can see synchronous generator. Here we have TS, TE. So TS is stator torque and TE is electrical torque. So here the mechanical power developed PS or torque TS with respect to the speed omega via shaft from the prime mover. It delivers electrical power P. So PE is the electrical power and T is the electrical torque and TS is the mechanical torque. So here these two are in opposite, electrical torque and mechanical torques are opposite. Here we can see in this figure TE and TS how the measurements are represented. Both are opposite each other. It is delivers, generally synchronous generator will delivers electrical power PE to the power system network via bus bars, via transmission lines. The generator develops electromechanical torque T, that is electrical torque, electromechanical torque T is opposite to the T's. The both will be opposite each other. So according to that we can write TA is equal to TS minus T. TA is accelerating torque on the rotor is the difference of TS and T, TS minus T. So here multiplying the omega on both the sides. So if we multiply omega is both the sides, omega into T is equal to omega into TS minus omega into T. So here you can assume omega into T is equal to PA accelerating power and omega into TS we are assuming PS mechanical power input and omega into T PE electrical power output, assume that power loss is negligible. So therefore here PA equal to PS minus PE. So understanding that PS is equal to PE, then accelerating power PA is equal to 0. When PS and PE is equal, PA will be equal to 0. So when the balanced PA into PE is balanced is distributed, the machine undergoes dynamics governor, the dynamics response. So where PA is equal to TA into omega, here we can see PA is accelerating power, you can write omega into TA. So omega TA into omega also you can write. So here you can write I alpha into omega you can write, right. So, according to the moment of inertia m into d square theta by dt square we can write, d square theta by dt square. So, where d square theta by dt square is equal to angular acceleration of the rotor. Since the angular position of the motor is continually varying with time, it is more convenient to measure the angular position and velocity with respect to the synchronous rotating axis. Here we can see the figure, synchronous rotating axis. So, here, so using that synchronous rotating axis, that is reference axis, reference rotating axis, you can see the rotating rotor field. So, here omega and omega s, omega naught and omega s, the angle between omega s and omega is equal to theta. So, here load angle is delta here. So, here what we are doing, so angular velocity, angular position and velocity of the synchronous motor conveniently we can analyze using synchronous rotating axis. So, from the figure, so delta is you can write theta minus omega naught into t, omega naught angular velocity of the reference rotating axis, delta is the load angle, already we have seen, rotor displacement angle also you can write, and taking the derivatives with respect to time both the sides. So, here we are derivating the equation 6.25 with respect to t, with respect to time. So, d delta by dt is equal to d theta by dt minus omega naught, dt will be equal to 1. So, you will get one equation. Again differentiate with respect to t, d square delta by dt square is equal to d square theta by dt square you will get. So, combining equations, previous equations. So, finally, m into d square theta by dt square is equal to Pa, Pa is equal to, you can write Ps minus P. So, this equation is called swing equation. M into d square theta by dt square is equal to Pa, Pa is equal to Ps minus P, that equation is called swing equation of synchronous motion. When the machine is connected to infinite bus, Pe is equal to modulus E modulus V by x into sin delta. So, you can write Pm into sin delta or m into d square delta by dt square is equal to Ps minus Pm into sin delta. So, this is one equation, that is called swing equation of the synchronous motion. So, in next video we will discuss about swing curve and equal area criteria, EAC. So, these two topics we will discuss in next video. Thank you everyone.